There is no X, only Zool. Let me check your stream. Hold on.
Okay, now you should be able to hear me.
Nailed it.
Yep. Yeah, it's my thing. I need to let me just do that do one thing so that I will know in the future that this won't happen.
Y'all, it wouldn't be the last stream of 2019 if we didn't start it off with some technical bullshit.
Yep. All right. So, hello and welcome to the last episode of Retro and Rhapsody for 2019. I felt that for such a thing, we should probably do something a little bit more substantial than the normal things. Oh yes, the last episode of the decade. So why don't we play probably one of my favorite games of all time. It's probably the game that I most off the back of my hand, other than say like the original Zelda. I haven't looked up anything about this game in the past, like since probably the last time I played it, which was probably about a couple years ago. But I'm pretty sure that I remember a majority of it. So let's just go ahead and get started. This game really does not need much introduction. At least, what it can't. Oh,
Nobody knows about this game. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Very niche.
It's not like it's an eponym or anything.
No.
Let me just quick do something to get it loaded. Hold on, my thing's spinning up a little bit.
It's all good. So hopefully this decade has been a lot better to everybody than the last year has been.
Well, we'll see. Now let's try. There we go. So yes.
Also, Sidestream has no audio.
I hate this stupid. Shut up. Just. Well, guess what? You're not getting audio. Damn it. All right. Anyway, actually, hold on. I'm gonna hold on the title screen for a bit. Because one thing that I'm not sure a lot of people realize, but if you leave it on, it actually shows some things off that you might not realize you can do. Because I think this actually shows off some interesting tricks. I think it's going to go through a few of them. So yes, this has been markedly improvement over Metroid 2. So that shows off one thing. You do have Charge Beam. There's Speed Booster, another new item. Grappling Beam. Okay. I thought that if you waited a while, it would show you some things like the Crystal Flash and the Mach Beam. Well, not the Mach Beam, the... Like, Crystal Flash and I think something else it shows off.
Were you thinking about the wall jump?
Not the wall jump.
Shiny Spark?
No, No, I think it does show off that, but it... Let's just go ahead and get started. Well, let's see. Oh yes, here we go. Yep, gotta watch out for that. I could have sworn that one of them showed off, like if you did maybe you hold a button combination, but anyway, let's just go ahead and start. Okay, so let's start new data. I don't change any of that. Let me just make sure the controls are, which is gonna be great because it's a SNES controller or letters, which are completely different than everything else. I think that's good. I'll just put that. Also, I like that they give you the option, the Japanese text, which just really affects like a couple of things.
Wait, you're not going to speedrun?
No, and do not ask me to do speed runs. I will kick you out of the call.
The galaxy.
I seriously,
is at peace.
that is one of the things like especially this game in particular, I'm just going to be doing a casual kind of playthrough. I'm going to still be able to beat it within the fastest time limit, but I just hate the speedrunning thing because then it's like, since that got popular, now everyone expects you to do it.
I felt sorry for this one guy who, what is that? Deadly Towers. He wanted to do a quick RPG, and since GameFAQs lists Deadly Towers as being completable in 3 hours, he thought it would be a quick role-playing game.
Yeah, no, you can't do that.
Yeah, and the no speed running thing also applies to chat. We're just gonna enjoy
Oh,
it.
isn't it cute? It's a baby Metroid.
Yep, it's showing the endings of the last 2 games. Which actually is fitting because this is actually, I think, the first Metroid I fully completed.
Yeah, I personally prefer shot on Y, jump on B.
I just get used to it. There's for me, there's too many buttons, or like, if you could get it so that I could have aim on a set of triggers and the other things on another set of triggers, I feel like it'd be better. But there's too many actions.
Yeah, for me, it's more like that way I can hold down the charge and jump at the same time.
Yep. That little thing right there would always startle me as a kid.
But yeah, no, so just kind of like TLDR, we're just gonna enjoy the game today.
Yep.
It's always interesting to come back to this game and see kind of like where the foundation for a lot of future games got laid.
Yeah.
Like you had Metroid 1 and 2, which, you know, obviously started the franchise, but this is where everything sort of coalesced.
Yeah, this is the... I would even go to say that this is the first Metroid game. Like, your first, like, proper one.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Okay, so let's touch Baby Metroid. Oop. Oh no. I am going to show off one thing here, because I think it is kind of a neat touch. So, you're expected to lose this fight. Right. But I believe if you hit Ridley 100 times, then you will actually cause him to drop it. But then it just kind of considers it that you beat him, like, basically that you hit it. Because what you normally do is you'd hit, like, a certain energy threshold.
I think it's like 29.
It's 22. It's the point in which the critical alarm goes off. It's right there. Now let's see if I can cause him to drop it. There we go. Oh, it is 29. Okay. I always got down to 22, so... Let's see.
Wish we knew how many more shots he had left.
Yeah, I'm just kind of curious. I don't think... Oh, I can just do that. Yep, there it is.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, the outcome's the same, yeah. It's just you don't have the alarm going off in the background.
I mean, you still technically lose, but you also don't.
Yeah. And you don't get anything from it. It's just, hey. Also, you can't take damage here.
Would you consider that an Easter egg?
Yes, I would say that's more of a Easter egg, yeah. Also, hey, it's a SNES game.
Hell yeah. Fill my eyes with that sweet, sweet Mode 7.
There we go.
Iggy, we'd all die.
There we go.
It's like saying go watch The Devil's
wait.
Rejects and take a shot every time someone says fuck.
There we go. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it just my mixer reset some settings, which is
It's all good.
throwing something off, because it's normally I can hear myself talk, but it's not coming through as loud. There we go. Okay, so... Hey, we're back on Zebes, even though this planet should have been destroyed by now. So, we're go through Mother Brain's old place, and even though for some reason this just takes you straight to Brinstar again. And here we go.
So, like, did we come back to Zeeb specifically because Ridley came here?
I believe so.
Who
Also,
put this morphing ball back here?
I don't know. And yeah, the triangle jump is like one of the key tools for like getting through some things earlier than you should.
Yeah, this one was pretty open to sequence breaking.
Yeah. I think this is actually, like, well... I can't quite remember if Zero Mission or not.
Are there creepy things in the wall, or is that artifacting?
I think there's just things in the wall.
Yeah, there's little crawly bugs.
Yeah, this Metroid, the Metroids, but this one in particular is pretty good at creeping you out.
Yeah. Yeah, and then other future games would tone down how powerful or how efficient the triangle jump is. Up and now spawn Space Pirates. I can't remember, is this a hallway that you have to kill all the Space Pirates in? I think it is.
I think so, yeah. This reminds me, there's a WAD for Doom 2 specifically, that changes your player into Samus, complete with Warp Ball ability and all of her possible beam weapons,
Huh.
and it's actually pretty good.
Oh, I guess we didn't have to, but kind of did in anyway.
I also like how Ridley looks completely different to the Space Pirates.
Yeah, well, it really looks very different compared to any other version, like, well, the NES version, considering that, well, both bosses that show up in this game are much larger in this game than they were in the original. Kraid especially.
Yeah. And wasn't this the one that really kind of like defined the look of the two of them?
Yes. Even though I don't think Kraid's been in any other Metroid other than Zero Mission.
I honestly can't remember.
Now, do I have to? Yes. I hate that they block that boss door by a missile door. Even though I don't think I'll need all the missiles I have. And yeah, there is a way you can actually get the bomb and then, or like, get the bomb and then run out. Then we won't show off this boss, which is incredibly easy. Also, I keep on thinking that the name of this boss is the Chorizo, which is not the Torizo.
I think it's cute that your little icon was the NES sprite.
There we go. We needed exactly 9. But yeah, that...
Betty's delicious.
Why does it attack you? I thought they were your friends.
They mostly are, but I guess that one... I guess maybe it's like a challenge kind of thing.
Well, it's also like here to set you on edge because it's the first like that's like the only power up that does that to you, right? Where the
yes, I do believe so.
But they do it early, so now you'll be paranoid thinking it might happen again.
Also, it's causing me to have to hold my controller in such a weird way.
They always look to me like they're wearing khakis.
I can see that, rather than just the plating on their legs.
The Chorizo are the Chozo ones.
Oh, it is chorizo.
No, it's Chozo.
Okay, it is.
It's
Oh.
Chozo. Chorizo is a type of sausage.
Oh, I know it is, but I couldn't, because just remembering like what I was reading from like the poorly translated like strategy guides, I swore that one of them was called chorizo, but it
I
is
wouldn't
probably
doubt it.
chorizo.
It'd be great if it was.
Oh, it is chorizo. Okay.
Yeah, Chorizo. Chorizo's that particular one, but the race is the Chozo, I believe.
Yeah, the race is definitely the chozo.
Just petition them to have them canonically renamed the Chorizo.
Oh. So I think at this point I could go down. Oh right, I could go and see one of our animal friends, but I'm not going to because the whole process takes too long.
Mm.
Oh, shot one too many. Also, I don't know if this is... Don't think this is what I think it is.
It's also annoying how many missiles it does take to open a door.
Yeah. Didn't one of the more recent Metroids make it so that you only need one?
Yeah, I could have sworn it was Prime.
Yeah, I think Prime does that. Yeah, 5 regular missiles, or you can just shoot 1 super missile.
That waste like your most powerful missile. great. Yeah, Prime was, I think, when it started just saying, like, hey, 5 is kind of stupid. Let's just do 1.
Also, thankfully, doors don't close on you like they did in the Metroid 1. I'll do it. I'll save later. I just noticed how that fart bass that I noticed a lot in Soul Blazer is also in this track.
Do tell.
Like, yeah.
Just giving you a hard time.
Yeah, that... So what it seems like is happening is that my computer, for some reason, wants to constantly uninstall the Realtek drivers, which I need in order to do the side stream. So that is what is causing that, and I'm not setting that up again.
No.
I specifically did this game to have a game that it was easy before I have to pack, so I didn't have to do any research.
Oh, yeah. Plus, I mean, like, just the whole last Metroid is in Captivity. Just that kind of philosophy behind that, and it being, like, the last stream of 2019 and the last stream of the decade. It's a nice little semi-theme.
I guess. I didn't even think about that.
Or did you? Definitely retroactively thought of it that way.
Sure, let's go with that.
It was planned all along.
Can I? Yeah, I can go get... Yeah, the charge move's just sitting there. It's not like I need super wrestles for that.
Coolio, it's because Windows 10 is an ass.
Also, it's my... I shouldn't have installed the drivers through the CD that my motherboard gave me.
Oh, your tower has a CD drive. How quaint.
It actually has a Blu-ray drive. No, trust me, there we go. This is probably one of the most important items in the game.
And CD, DV drive, it's the same thing.
Oh yeah, you can also do that.
What? Wait, do that again?
You never realized that you could do that?
No, I only knew about the one. What the fuck?
Yeah. It's really not as useful as it looks.
I never knew about that.
Also, did you know you could do that?
Wait, what did you do?
You hold down charge and then you somersault into him, and it'll act as a mock screw attack.
No. Why don't people tell me these things?
Because there's so many things in this game that are like, hey, you can do this if you want. We're not gonna tell you.
My dumbass using only one bomb at a time, like a scrub.
Yeah, well, the thing is, if you need bombs, you can just, it's better to just use a normal bomb.
I think it's difficult balancing what to tell the player.
Yeah, and also it's like, okay, is this a thing that they can just kind of come across? Also, time for the worst boss in the game. Which, by the way, if you just morph ball right here, you can't get it.
Aha. And it's only one hit per cycle.
Yep.
Right, Iggy. Usually when you're standing up. Oh, you can hit it multiple times.
Huh.
Is that the trick, Iggy? You shoot more than once?
Problem is, I'm just missing.
Yeah, you're not getting good height on your jump, so you're shooting just as you hit the apex, and then you're coming back down right away.
Let's see. Let's toy with this a little bit. Maybe you gotta just do it really quick. No, I'll just do it once.
Yeah, it's not that big a deal. Progress is being made.
Whoop. Isn't this fight so much better with fast forward?
Yeah, just a little.
Oop, there we go.
I like the little juicy sprite work they do as it opens and closes. A lot of little touches.
Also, these things are a lot better about giving you refills on stuff than they are in the original Metroid. Also... And here we go.
I didn't remember getting super mesh out this early.
Oh yeah.
Should close this tab I have open of chorizo now.
That's just gonna make you hungry.
I got a bowl of Cheez-Its next to me. So I'm good on my hunger for a while.
I should get the Cheez-Its that I have in my kitchen.
You should bring Cheez-Its.
It's just a 100-calorie pack.
That's what I should get. I should get like a box of Cheez-Its. But I don't know if everybody likes Cheez-Its. So I'm kind of unsure about it.
Oh, also... Right here, yeah it is. Here it is. There we go.
Ah. I see what they did there.
Actually, well, I have to come back here anyway, so I'll get a good majority of that later.
The one thing I liked about the attract screens was how many times they cut away as the charge shot went out. I don't know why they did that, but I just thought how great that was. They just made it super dramatic. Almost like I was half expecting them to do like a JoJo to be continued
Huh.
each time.
That's like that those things only take one shot this game.
Oh yeah, shriek bats.
There we go. And there, here you can get a power-up early. The Spacer.
Oh.
Which thankfully now, your beams start to stack. So unlike Metroid 2, where you had to pick your beam, you don't have to do that, and you can just have them all.
I thought Spacer is Spacer the wave beam?
No, no, the Spacer is it increases the amount of damage your shot does, and it makes it wider. I think it's supposed to be Spacer, but I'm not 100% certain.
I kind of like Coolio's version.
Yeah, Space Laser. I mean, these are all kind of space lasers.
I mean, you think about how Various Suit came about. It kind
Yeah.
of makes sense.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was wondering if like Spacer was like a mistransliteration or something.
Yeah.
Why there's a rumor that when they wrote the story, they didn't know what a bounty hunter was.
Yeah, that's also great. Or like, oh, what's a cool sounding space thing? Like, oh, let's just make her a bounty hunter. Space bounty hunters are cool. Cobra's cool in the right when it's done right. Even though he's not really a bounty hunter.
Right. So later people are asking, well, doesn't she capture people and turn them in for money?
Like, no, Samus is too good for that. Like, you made her a bounty hunter. Words have meanings. Okay, let's see. So now that we got the high jump boots.
I mean, technically, collecting a bounty doesn't always mean bringing somebody in alive. It could just simply be taking out a target or collecting a particular item.
That is true.
It does imply that you're a mercenary.
Yeah, yeah. And part of being a mercenary is sometimes just straight up killing shit.
I mean, I guess that's why they had to make Prime Hunters, where it's like, oh, hey, here's her doing actual thing.
If only we had like an example of somebody with the name Bounty Hunter in their name to go off of to prove how shitty bounty hunters are in real life. Perhaps named after a type of animal.
My parents used to love watching that show.
He's such a piece of shit. Just the greasiest looking human being on the planet. Oh yeah, I'm excited for when we eventually get to ranking other M, because that's going to be an experience.
Yeah.
Are these guys space pirates or just jerks?
I mean, they're not mutually exclusive.
Oh, it's a save point. I should be good.
You got rewind. You don't need save.
Yeah. I always get paranoid about something going wrong.
Well, I mean, you could always save state.
I could.
I also appreciate that you never do a save state on screen.
Yeah.
That was Kraid?
That's a mini Kraid.
I've forgotten a lot of stuff about this.
Well, because in Metroid 1 there was a fake Kraid as well. It's just you had to go out of your way to find them.
Fade.
There wasn't a fake Ridley though.
That'd be Fridley.
Whoops. There we go. Oh, damn it. Come on, drop a big one if you're gonna do this. Oh. Just give me back my super missiles. There we go. Oop. Alright. Actually, do I have to... No, I can go in there. Also, first big boss.
There he is.
And I missed it. Oh, I didn't do it. I didn't do enough. So there's a way you can actually cause it so that you can kill him while he's in this like small, or not small, but there we go.
First phase.
Yep. Which causes the game to freak out a little bit.
It's pretty great.
And here we go. The Varia suit.
Just jump on Kraid.
Which is this is the first game to give it the feature that is kind of more known for now, which is its ability to withstand fire. Or heat, I should say.
What, did Metroid 1 just have acid in it?
No, Metroid 1, it just was a damage reduction. Because
Oh, so you're still taking damage when you fall in those pits.
Yeah, you'd still take damage if you got the Varia. Because all Varia is, it's just a it's a mistranslation of barrier. The cool shoulder pads, I believe, came from 2.
And it's interesting because Varia actually works in context to how the suit works now, because you can handle various environments.
Yeah, I think that's more of a backronym kind of thing.
Yeah, it's a happy act.
Now here is always one of the things in which I always get a little bit tripped up is I can never remember where to find Crackermeyer. Or Crockemeyer. Yeah, and if you went in here without the Varia suit, you would start just taking damage constantly. Okay. Nope, it's not here. There we go. Yeah, you can't kill those. It's not what I have now. I feel like I'm mostly going to be taking damage from lava here.
I love the lava seahorses. Lava horses.
Yep. And they were in the first game too. Let's see. Is that... Oh, yeah, I can go over here. I think this is just a missile expansion, though. Yep.
It's interesting the seahorse being used as an, because I'm also thinking of Super Mario Land in the water levels. Seahorses were also an enemy.
Yep, I'm not super familiar with the names of enemies like I am with Zelda for Metroid. Because they have some goofy-ass names.
Yeah, admittedly, I know Shriekbat, and then I know Mother Brain, Kraid, and Ridley. That's pretty much my knowledge.
Also, thankfully, in this game, they have these things that have 5 of them in there. I think can't remember if I'm doing this out of order or not. No. No, yeah, because I think it goes up and to the right. Or to the right, and then it'll go up. Oh, it's, yeah, and it's, I think it's right down here. Because I know if you go down here, that's where you get to Lower Norfair. Oops. Went too far. Ow. Okay, that's a time-saving measure. Okay. Is it here, or is it... Okay, yeah, it is here. So here's another little sequence break kind of thing, because you normally would just need the grappling hook for this to get the next item, but with some tricky platforming, and by tricky platforming I mean using the triangle jump, you can just get up there like that. And in here, at the wave beam. So now our shots will penetrate walls. Which also means we can go back to Brinstar. Okay, where are you? There you are. Also, I can't remember, because certain beam power-ups increase your power by a certain amount. I think the wave beam actually doesn't. Because I know the Spazer does. Actually does seem like it does. Whoop. Go. Actually, going back to the thing you said, Rhapsody, I think this is actually also one of the other occasions where it does actually do something when you get the item. But it's not boss. So yes, here we got Speed Booster. Also, now we need to run.
Oh, right. Because as soon as you get something, it's like, hey, you gotta use it.
There we go. Okay, so now that we have all this, we actually can go back. I can't remember what's up there, and I don't think it's something important. But I believe if we go here... Oh, it's just a save room. We can actually go back to the beginning, because I believe you just need the speed booster in order to get the ice beam. Which we need the ice beam to go and get the power beam. Or not the power beam, the power bomb. Oop. That sounds smart. Okay. Now is this... yeah, that's the exit. I gotta be tricky. Oh, whatever. Okay, now in here we get the ice beam. Oh, wait, we're wrong direction. Also, we get a lovely ice beam freeze sound effect. So now we actually have to go back to Brinstar. Oh, there we go. Now I get to do one of these fun things. And again. Oh no. Okay. Oh, this... Oh, I hate this room so much. The munch room. Okay. Oh, I think this is the wrong... Yeah, this is the wrong room. So we do not need to fight those until we get that item that they hid. Right down here. And the power bomb. there's nothing else. Ow. Ah, no, no, nah. There we go. Well, the main, yeah. Well, we could leave, or we could get more power bomb. I think it's over here. Yep. All right. Also, we could go back up to the criteria, but there is no reason for it. So while we're down here, let's go back to Brinstar and actually get some items now that we can actually have access to them. Also, those things are kind of a problem because they can do 40 damage. It's the Spacer and Plasma are the ones that cannot be stacked. Also, that energy tank from the first game is back. Also, there is an additional secret that's up here, but we can't actually get the thing that's in it until we get our next suit upgrade. Okay, how much space do I need? A little bit more. There we go. Oh, that's so nice. That's good. I can't remember if the Shine Spark, hurt you in any other game. Oh, that one little thing just stopped me from doing anything. Eh. Okay, now. Also, now we have Reserve Tank. Which basically is a spare... It's just a single spare energy tank. And also... More super missiles. Also, no, I think I actually have enough that if I needed to, I could do the Crystal Flash.
So what's the Crystal Flash?
So what it is that, what if you have 50 or less health, or really 49 or less health, what will happen, or what, I can't remember if this, I don't think it's worth it. If you have 59 or less, or 50 or less health, and you have at least 10 missiles, 10 super missiles, and 10 power bombs, or actually 11 power bombs, what you can do is if you, make sure I time this right. There we go. You can actually heal yourself with your missiles. So what you'll do is you put down a power bomb, and you kind of hold LR and up, and then you crouch into a ball. And if you do it right, you will, they'll have this aura around you, and you'll basically heal with what remaining missiles you have. Drain your missile stock, though.
Right.
Or your stock of everything else you have. Oops, come on.
And it's not even like, it's a fairly like esoteric thing.
Yeah.
Because it's a very specific amount for each stock, as well as the button inputs.
Okay, so it's just an energy tank. Also, another, speaking of esoteric things that you can do, if you have it, also, I like that you can, like, manually change, like, if you want to, I don't know why you'd want to unequip some, but you can. If you do this, where you basically only have charge in a certain beam active, and you hold down, and then you go hit down, you have special attacks. That cost a power bomb. Also, this was worthless.
Yeah, because it's not even an attack; it's just a shield.
And it's different for each beam. The thing is about them is, I believe they're very powerful, though, is the thing.
All this weird secret stuff.
Yep, might as well just show off the spacer then.
Oh. Okay, so that just shoots missiles.
Well, it
Or
just shoots.
Spacer beams.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
It's
They
just
look like.
a little neat thing.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Okay, so now we can head back to where we need to go.
You're showing me completely new shit to me. Anyway.
Yeah, it's...
Yeah, I've never seen this stuff before.
Yeah, the thing is that I think it's cool that it's in there, but at the same time, it's like, one, they're usually not that good, and I do kind of wish that there was a way you could tell. Yeah, the ice is the only one I think you might want to unequip.
It was a missile expansion in that area.
Was there?
I believe so.
Let's see.
Or is it that maybe that's just... No, I think that's just a space you didn't touch.
Oh, okay.
See your map again real quick? I want to be sure.
I'm...
Yeah, you already got the missile.
Yeah.
That's just an extra space.
Mm.
I got a map open.
As I say, I'm trying to see what... I'm just wondering how... I'm pretty sure I... Damn it. Right. Oh, might as well at least get that.
Oh, it has forward track mode.
Oh. I could have sworn that it was... There was a thumb that showed it. But... Oh, do I need the... I think you can... Nope, you can't. Okay. Never mind.
You're either gonna need grapple or
This is a space jump.
space jump, yeah.
Okay. Well, that's an item you don't even need, but I might as well... I think I'll get it on my way up.
I like space jump.
Yeah. Because in that room was the X-ray booster, or the X-ray scanner. I think.
Now, does that just show you the locations of secret rooms?
Yep.
Okay.
Secret rooms and, yeah, like hidden stuff. You can actually play throughout the game without it. But it is sometimes nice to have.
But if you want to be the ultimate space bounty hunter,
You want that 100%.
yeah.
Also, I could do something here to waste my time and go into Meridia, but I don't want to. Okay, so... Now, if I remember correctly, where I need to go... Actually... This is gonna annoy me if I don't get it. What's down here? I do not remember what's down here. Oh, right. Okay. This actually was where I wanted to go.
Huzzah!
I think.
Just imagine
Yes,
being
it
the
is.
space pirate.
Perfect. That is a happy accident. Now I get to fight Trauma.
You're gonna fight an entire film studio just because, you know, they haven't been good since Toxic Avenger?
No.
I know, I tortured that one a bit.
God, this fight. I want to know who the person was that thought of this fight.
I will to you. I will fight every movie studio.
Like, okay, we have a kind of kid-friendly game. Why don't we have a boss that when you kill it, has this happen?
This game came out 3 months before the ESRB was founded.
Actually, can I do this?
Apparently not.
There.
Oh.
There we go.
Nice, your shine spark. Too low though.
Up, jump too early. Up, whoop. Got myself wedged underneath there.
And that is how Samus Aran, Space Bounty Hunter, died. Wedged under a column.
Just Austin powered herself.
The hallway scene with the little electric cart.
Yep. Okay. Is it down here? Here that I need to go? Not to say. You know what? I might as well.
No, Sam, I don't know, because she could still totally do that if she wanted to go full-on Stormtrooper.
Eh.
The good thing about going through the acid is you don't have any goggles. Because they would do nothing.
Yes, related to your big boss battle, this game was made before the ESRB ratings, and then they asked Sakamoto, who's the director and writer, whether Super Metroid was too violent for kids, and he replied with the famous quote, "It's not violence for the sake of violence. Samus' purpose is to maintain peace in the galaxy." Which
Did you just see what I just did? Did you just see that? That thing's skin melted off and its eyeballs popped.
Yes.
That was for the sake of peace.
For the sake of peace, because you're a bounty hunter for peace.
Sure.
We're melting folks for peace.
Like, just all of a sudden, the next game, Samus is just gonna straight up Murphy from RoboCop some guy.
Put Samus in Mortal Kombat. It's okay. It's for peace. I still think one of my favorite gaming bullshit moments has to be from World at War, the Call of Duty, 5th Call of Duty game.
Uh-huh.
Where there's a point where your character is in some tunnels and there's just like a giant wave of water that just knocks everybody out, and you get submerged, and then the screen fades to black, and then it fades back in with the caption, I think it was like 2 weeks later, and you're just getting pulled out of the water, and you're alive. It's so great, because the implication is that you were underwater for 2 weeks, no problem.
I mean, you don't have to worry about water.
Yeah, I mean, you're like 70% water, so it's fine. It's good.
Look, it has it has oxygen in it. You're fine.
Everybody knows human beings can filter the oxygen out of H2O.
Can if you try hard enough.
So that's really what it was.
It's just sheer force of will. Cause him to go grow gills like the guy in Waterworld.
That's just from drinking your piss in Boston.
Ooh, when are we playing Waterworld?
Uh,
As soon as somebody recommends it.
Hey, I still have points.
Go
you
for
do.
it.
If you want to spend them on Waterworld for the Virtual Boy, and literally anything instead of anything else, go for it.
I mean, I spent points on Daikatana, so all bets are off.
You know, I can relate to this bug. If I had a jet engine in my butt, I'd just go back and forth all day too.
See, if I had, I'd just make like fake jet engine noises.
Yeah, I would
8 times.
just go wee back and forth.
I'd make the Jetsons noises. I like the Cerberus heads sitting around here. Proper Cerberus, not that fake digital Cerberus.
Yes.
Can you beat this game without the grappling hook, or is it necessary?
I
Or do you have to, like,
believe you
cheat the sequence
can.
break? Okay, yeah, because I think speedrunners skip it.
If you get space jump, I think you could just bypass it entirely.
Yeah, because there's no point you need. Yeah, there's no point that you need the grappling hook.
No boss requires it. Or puzzle, rather.
Which I'm just trying to remember. How do I get? I think it's up here. Because now we gotta do another good trek back.
Backtracking in a Metroid game? Really?
Oh yeah, right down here.
I just like the idea of these space pirates.
Oh yeah.
just-
Oh yes. Right. There is one boss that you actually could use the grappling hook on. Which I know there's a case that not a lot of people realize how you can do that, but I will definitely show that off because that is the only way I know how to beat that boss.
I just like the sections where you run like that. You dash through.
Just dash through it and just everything dies.
Yeah, it's just I'm just imagining the space pirates just standing there, just kind of talking to each other, like, yeah, you know, just waiting for that Samus chick to come through so we can kill her, and then just out of nowhere, just disintegrated by Samus, just full charge, decking them as she runs past.
Now time for one of my least favorite areas of the game.
I like to imagine she does a clothesline as she runs through them. For peace, yes, of course. Clotheslines for peace. It's the next WrestleMania event. Saving the world with spandex.
Okay. I mean,
Wrestling for peace.
you know, that just brought to mind where one of the more recent wrestling events was held.
Yeah, yeah. Also, I like Tyrion's idea. It says the last thing they hear is just to zoom past. Do this for peace!
There, now I can go get this. Ow.
Kind of what happens when you hit spikes. Not even trying.
It works. I think it's faster.
It is.
It's like the Alucard
The backdash.
backdash.
Yeah. I always love it in games when like your dash or your hop makes you go like painkiller. The only way to move fast in the game is just to start bunny hopping.
Just Counter-Strike your way through this? Okay, so might as well just show this off. Okay, so it goes up there. Okay.
Not as useful as you'd think.
I mean, it does its job.
Yeah, I just don't like the way that you do it.
Yeah.
It's kind of a bunny hop, actually. It's rather cute.
Yeah, you're just Counter-Striking your way. Samus is just Counter-Striking her way across this thing.
I just picture like one of those doopy soundtracks. Yeah, power bomb is a pretty quick and efficient way to check for stuff.
Actually, I wonder if it would be... Actually, nah, I don't know where that will take me, so I'm just not going to go that route. I'm going to go the route that I at least know where it takes me. Actually, I wonder if it would be quicker if I go through Brinstar, or Old Brinstar.
Where you're heading to?
Wreck Ship. Yeah, I think actually if I go here, I think I get where I need to go faster.
Yeah, middle of Brinstar. There's an elevator up. Because you were just in, you were still in Norfair, weren't you?
No, right? That was Brinstar that I was just in.
Okay. Because in Merida, it's on the far east side.
Well, the thing with Meridia is I can't go through there yet because I do not have the gravity suit.
Gotcha.
So... it will be very... I probably could go through there, but it'll take, like, 5 times as long. Also, I think we're making pretty good time, too.
Yep.
So we've been going for about an hour 20 minutes.
Say about.
Probably even less than that. Actually, I think you can check game time in here. Oh, maybe not. No, it's at the it's at the title screen. You can.
Yeah. Well, the stream's been up for hour 36, and you do like what, 15?
It's
20
15
minutes?
minute there, but then you had the little intro bit.
Yeah, so that's say about an hour 20. No, sorry.
A little over an hour.
Yeah. Hour 10, hour 15.
And we're about halfway through the game, I think.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, this game isn't super long. It's just when you're first playing it, it seems like there's a lot.
Oh yeah, because you have no idea what to look for, where to look for it. But like, it kind of brings me to one of those things that we've talked about in other areas and on other instances. Is, you know, length of game does not equal quality of game.
Oh, absolutely.
Like you could beat this in about an hour, less than 2 hours. You could beat the original Resident Evil and Silent Hills in under an hour if you know what you're doing. Like, some of the best games have only been like 2 to 4 hours long.
Yeah.
Without knowing what to do, so.
There we go. Now time for this fun segment. Yeah, this theme is good. All right. Time for wreck ship, and there's one main reason I hate it. It's because everything is turned off. Including the save station. I like that the save station is the only door that's open, just to show you, like, hey, here's a thing you can't use and probably gonna need because the boss fight kind of sucks. Well, maybe not sucks, it's very hard. Alright, here we go. You know what? Time to fight Fantier. Also, this boss has a thing where if you hit it with a super missile, you actually get pissed off.
And same?
So now it'll do this.
Oh, so it just turns into a bullet hell. That's cool. Holy crap, that attack goes on forever.
Yep.
Look, if I were to get $1 for every time some jackal hit me with a super missile, I could buy a wall of candy that would eventually rot because nobody loves me. I would rescue all the cats.
Whoop.
Oh,
Also, I was eating my sunlight. What the hell?
what's it eating?
It was eating all my missiles. Like it just wasn't doing anything. Ow.
This boss? I don't really like this boss.
Yeah, this boss kind of sucks.
Like, somebody was like, hey, you know what would be really great for this game? Bullet hell. Yeah.
Or just a boss that just takes its sweet time.
Uh-huh. Because you've got a boss that moves around jankily, as well as has a limited time that it can be damaged.
There now, the power's back on. Okay, so...
Hey, Max and Chachi. They are, like, bosses should be challenging and based on, like, you know, try to test the player on the skills they've learned thus far. And when you make a boss that just kind of does none of that, it's just kind of there to pad out the time, it just feels kind of sucky.
Yeah.
But I got a good question, man. What's worse, a time-wasting boss or a time-wasting fetch quest?
I would say boss because it's probably more mandatory than a quest.
Okay.
If it's required, then a fetch quest probably, but
Yeah, I was gonna say required because I was thinking, because I was watching Stove do Kingdom Hearts 3, and there's one where you have to get like 300 white crabs all around this giant area. So that's where I was just thinking of.
also I'm gonna do something real quick.
Oh yeah, no. Assuming that it has absolutely no time limit on either the boss fight or the quest, and that both of them are required to continue. So I feel like the quest one would be worse because at least with the boss fight, you know where you have to be and what you have to do. Whereas with the fetch quest, you have to roam an area, presumably looking for things. Which is also fair to it, but usually these things are just kind of like, oh, hey, you're here, now do this thing. Anything that wastes the player's time sucks, obviously. Okay, wait 2 real minutes in front of this waterfall. Can't believe Tyrion believes that time-wasting boss fights are cool. God. Can't believe Tyrion thinks time-wasting quests are cool. My God. Kind of looks like a butler.
Yeah.
Stuff like this is so cool.
Yeah.
I like to try to think about how it was possibly coded, because it's just so cool to look at.
Wait, was that floor frangible?
I think so. But also,
I mean, we could definitely fight Tyrion, but you're gonna have to locate all 50 of my weak points and destroy them in order. And if you hit the wrong one, you have to start over.
can they just kick you in the junk repeatedly? Does that work?
But I don't have junk. I'm a Eldritchian being.
I'll find it.
Eldritchian beings don't have junk. Just imagine Cthulhu gets taken out with a swift kick between the legs and just goes the fuck down.
The thing is, for some reason, that just reminded me of the Beavis and Butthead gag with the coach. Who's like, you want to see a man? I'll show you, man. Kick me in the jimmy. Okay, now that I have this, I'm actually gonna go through Old Brinstar.
I think there was a bit like that too in Kung Pao.
That sounds about right. That's a movie that would have something like that.
Like, that movie has not aged very well at all, but it's still one of the few movies like that that I enjoy. and we never got the sequel.
I mean, yes, there are very problematic movies that are still funny. I'm looking at you, Blazing Saddles.
I saw Blazing Saddles way late into like, I think it was only like a couple of years ago I actually first saw it, and I didn't enjoy it. I
mean, there is a lot of things in that movie that you have to swallow, but
yeah,
I can definitely see someone not liking it. Yeah, UHF is also. I don't remember. Oh, right. Yeah. I'm trying to think of what. Yeah.
I mean, it had Michael Richards in it. So.
Right.
But I don't think he did anything problematic in the movie.
No, he never did it. He never did anything problematic in his roles. It's outside of the roles that's the problem.
Yeah. Supplies. Okay, because I'm really blanking on
what's problematic in UHF.
Yeah.
There's problematic stuff in UHF.
I just can't.
One word: supplies.
Yeah, that's what Coolio said, and I'm blanking. I'm not remembering that.
Also, this weird puzzle. It's just, oh, hey, there's an invisible platform.
Lame.
DM it to me, because I'm completely blanked on it. I have no clue. Another one that didn't age super well, but I still think it's a funny movie, was Dirty Deeds, or Dirty Work.
I've never seen that.
Norm Macdonald and I think Artie Lange. Okay, yeah. I thought that was just, I thought that was one of those, like 16 Candles. That was only in that one. I didn't realize it.
It's also in 16. It's in a large number of 80s movies.
Okay, yeah. Now I remember what it is. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Like the Christmas Story thing.
I'm glad that all I have to do is mention a different movie and you pick up on the problematic shit.
Well, because it just reminded me, like, okay, well, yeah, what's problematic in 60 Candles? Oh, right.
Yeah. Okay, now
jumping things.
I don't know, but they hurt. Also,
they John hurt.
Although they're not as good as John hurt.
And it's great because, like, I was having one of those moments where I'm connecting 5 different topics at once. So it's like, and any movie with Hulk Hogan, and then all of a sudden, I'm just remembering the entire advertisement for Suburban Commando.
I thought you were just gonna say the entirety of Suburban Commando.
No, just Suburban Commando. It's just all I can hear in my head now. Please help.
Oh yeah, it's the fun thing of trying to remember or like realize like, oh right, there's a certain word you can use that was used a lot in 80s movies that you. Yeah, like I was watching Trading Places, which I forgot how that's a movie that has some bits in it that definitely did not age.
No.
Remember Dan Aykroyd just went full blackface?
I don't remember that, but now.
Yeah, because he did.
Thanks for the memories, Lolo. I appreciate it. Yeah. No, well, because like I've been trying to get more into rap and all that, so I've been getting to like the old school
Don't sing.
Stuff. No.
Just don't open your mouth.
No. Well, it's not even that one. It's like stuff that's specifically more.
Oh yeah. There's definitely yes.
There's lots of homophobic stuff and ableist stuff, and it's like, oh, why are you like this? I want to enjoy you.
Yeah, that's. There really wasn't anything immune from that back then.
Now, I am surprised when I go through my library of stuff, and yeah, something just sneaks up on you. It's like, oops, sorry.
Like I was trying to put together some more stuff for my iPod for MagFest in case we all end up in the car. I'm looking through the stuff I'm listening to, like, no, can't add that. No, can't add that. No.
Also, it's like for this, I'm now cautious about any working designs game because I forgot how much they threw around a certain R word.
Working designs. What did they make?
Wow.
Popful Mail Lunar. They were a translation house. Vi, Silhouette Mirage.
So I suppose mostly just stuff that I probably wouldn't touch. Anyway.
Probably no. Yeah, it's a lot of older RPGs.
Yeah, Popful Mail is fully voiced, and it's a cute game, but man, working designs, jeez.
Yeah, like I like what they tried to do, but also their design for, because it wasn't just they translated, they also touched the game.
You know,
Yeah, I think they were trying to do that thing where they're making them artificially difficult so you couldn't rent it and beat it.
Yes, I think there's interviews with Victor Ireland that have basically just said exactly as much.
Well, those interviews with Victor Island where he denies it.
Oh, okay.
Where he says, oh no, we were making the games better because we knew better than the Japanese developers for some reason.
Well, did he play Exile 2? Did he see his own game?
Exile 2.
I mean, by now you should know that absolutely nobody playtests their games. They just design them and then throw them out into the open.
Well, they would increase the cost of all power-ups and stuff to where it was like nonsense, to where like because they were so expensive they weren't worth buying anymore.
Also, because yeah, they straight up, I think they said in a when they were talking about when they said why was Exile 2 so hard in its last level, and it was like, yeah, we just straight up integer overflowed on something and just made it about instead of going linear difficulty, it went exponential difficulty.
That's awesome.
Yeah, because I know when tried to let's play that game, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna see how far I can get in the working designs version, and he's like, you got what, like 3 levels in? He's like, I just can't do this anymore. It's like, this is just ridiculous.
See, I'm fine with something like that if it's accidental. I don't like it when it's intentional.
Yeah, it's completely deliberate because they had no reason to mess with that code at all.
Yeah, the blockbuster effect, I call it.
Thankfully, there is a group of hackers that are trying to. It's like they just straight up call themselves Unworking Designs Games.
I like it. Also, unrelated, but I'm gonna blow both your minds. Lamps in games use real electricity.
Yeah, I suppose. Also, so does lanterns though, which is weird. Also,
so does this grappling beam.
Yeah.
Now, what does the gravity suit do for you again?
Gravity suit lets you move around freely in water.
It helps you understand how intense the situation is.
So you can use the speed run in water now.
Yes.
It gives added weight to what you are doing.
Oh, great. Now, I think I went into the... Because here's the thing. Meridia is always okay, I'm either here for 20 minutes or I'm here for an hour.
Let's see what room this is. Map?
So this is going to be hard to... it's going to be hard to navigate this. Certain kinds of lava. Oh, crap. I think I went in the wrong area.
Oh, I know where you are.
there's something like an invisible thing or another. Here.
Based on what I'm seeing on this map, you're on the opposite side of where you want to be. You want to head down, and there should be a green door if you keep going down to the right.
Oh, right. Yes. Here's where I always get tripped up. Yes. Always forget that there's a power bomb right there. Yes, here we are.
Saved you 60 minutes.
Yeah, like, of the two, I would say least, like, areas that people probably don't like, I think this and Wrecked Ship are probably the ones.
Nice energy.
I at least like this area because I think it does some neat things, but yeah.
So what's wrong with Wrecked Ship?
It just I don't like the Phantoon fight, and I don't like that everything's turned off when you first get into it. Go. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I need to go more. Yeah, Meridia. The thing about Meridia is I at least like both tracks that are in it. So just trying to remember where I need to go.
Did you fight the boss yet?
No.
Could you open your map for me real quick? Let's see. Where did you come? Where the hell did you even come in here from?
So I came in through the left.
Oh, okay. All right. So you came in from Brinstar. You didn't come in from.
Yeah, I came in
outside.
Yeah, I came in from Brinstar.
Because you could have come here through the Wrecked Ship,
Yep.
and you would have been closer to the boss.
I suppose, but yeah.
Hey!
Yep, Metroids. Which is, I'm pretty sure that's actually what their name is.
Bet they taste like spam. So what's the lore behind the Metroid?
Prototypes. For making
Not a good.
for making new Metroids. I always hate this area. Oh, actually, what am I doing? I know exactly what it is. Right, this guy. There we go. Yeah, the mini boss, I don't know why it's there.
I
mean, yes, but still.
I do enjoy narrative and design ridiculousness, like the castles in Prince of Persia games.
In what sense?
Well, like, if you consider them castles, that means that people lived in them.
Oh, right, yeah.
But some motherfucker designed these hallways to have just wall runs and goddamn buzzsaws. Can you imagine trying to go for a snack in the middle of the night? Like, oh, damn, all I wanted was some Cap'n Crunch, and now I've been decapitated. Shit.
Well, Sands of Time at least lampshades it by having you turn those on.
Right. This is still great to think of just what kind of jerk design or Spencer Mansion in Resident Evil. Like, oh yeah, all our mansion has got all these different locks with ridiculous keys, and you need to solve this gas puzzle to get the key.
My favorite joke in Resident Evil 7 is you can find loot in one room, which is a piece of paper that's an invoice for one door and then one lock, comma, shadow activated.
That's pretty good. Yep, go the other way.
Yeah.
There we go.
Nailed it. I mean, you're here, might as well save.
Well, do this. Well, get that 16 energy, well, 15 energy back.
Right. You save, you go in, you heal up, you save again. It's a good use of your time.
I think it's down here. Up down here. Okay. So now of this fun one. The first thing you want to do is destroy these things inside. Okay, that's all of them. Okay, so Dragon is what you want to do.
You want to let him spank you.
Yes. Then you want to do this.
Okay.
Yep. And now, from here, you get Space Jump.
Betcha its least favorite soft drink is Jolt.
Probably, and thankfully they don't make that anymore.
Yeah, that stuff is gross. I don't think they're making Surge anymore now.
Yeah, maybe the people realize that soda actually sucked.
That was a great soda. You shut up. Love that soda. It's like Mountain Dew, but tasted good.
I don't know, I'd rather have Mountain Dew than Surge. But then again, maybe I just always think in my head, I always mix the flavor of Surge with Mellow Yellow.
That's right, Slick. I've just
That was very convenient right there.
that worked out good. You did that on purpose. It's good planning. See, for a while when I needed like a boost of energy, I'd grab a monster, and that stuff's terrible for you.
Yeah. See, when I drank caffeine, my choice was Pepsi Max. But now that I have, due to medical reasons, was forced to stop drinking anything carbonated. I have just drank water. So I've been having the urge to try soda again.
See, I used to drink like 3 monsters a day. Because, you know, I just like, oh, it's basically soda. So might as
What
well.
about that,
No.
like, flavored sparkling water stuff?
Flavored, I used to drink that a lot.
I know, I actually almost had a heart attack. Like, I almost went to the hospital at one point because I was literally drinking like 3 to 4 monsters a day. And on the back of the can, if you read very carefully, it says do not drink more than 3 of these in a day.
Oh yeah, because it's the sheer amount of caffeine that they have in them.
I know. I was young and dumb. Well, you know, young. Still very dumb.
Dumb, but in different ways.
Yes.
It's a more mature dumb.
Yes. That's a good way of putting it, really.
It's the... I'm just trying to think of an example.
I got a credit card. That's the kind of mature dumb that I am.
Yeah, yeah. Also now, plasma beam.
Oh yeah.
So now our shots pierce through enemies. Also, it unclips our spazer. But we don't need the spazer anymore.
Well, you don't have a third beam. You have 2 at least.
Yeah, but also our shots are like twice as powerful now.
And Coolio, I can't believe you just called soda hot.
I mean, he's right.
No! It's soda!
I like that the enemy solely exists to show off the power of the plasma beam. Okay. Now, there's one more item in Meridia I want to get, and then we can head to Lower Norfair.
Tired of your excuses, Coolio. It's not Coke! Coke is the stuff that makes you rub your teeth. It's soda.
Coke is the stuff that Sherlock Holmes likes.
Exactly.
Or is that heroin?
No, it was strictly it was opium.
Okay.
He was an opium addict.
Okay.
I think it was cocaine also.
No, he's definitely a cocaine addict.
Yeah, but he also frequented opium dens. At the beginning, later on, Watson convinces him to stop doing drugs.
What a narc.
He's a fucking doctor!
My point still stands. What's the time to do? I hate this. Getting this item so much. At least have the space beam, or the space jump.
Like armored shrimp babies. I mean, is this really... Oh. Okay, I was gonna say,
Yeah,
is
it's-
this really necessary?
Yeah, it's... Except, also I think... Yeah. Yeah, this part's... And also then you have to do this, because you can't technically do this without the space jump. It's just... Because you can just do this. Which actually works a lot more stably.
No, Lolo, do it the annoying hard way. Be a pro gamer.
Finally, some speedrunning.
Yeah, it's the game itself running it. Okay. Now also, and then here, we get an item that is absolutely pointless.
Which is why we're getting it.
Spring Ball.
Yay!
You can jump when you're a ball now?
Yeah. Yep. That's all it does.
I mean, I think it has utility.
It's a lot. It's convenient. I'll give it that.
And convenience is, in fact, a utility.
It's so neat there's more stuff in this game than you actually need.
Yeah. Oh.
At least you got your bomb back.
Okay, now we can get out of here, and I think this actually will put us actually very close to where we need to be. And we're right here.
I mean, X-ray is useful if you want to avoid using power bombs, but if you don't care, then yeah, it's sort of not that.
Okay, now trying to remember how to get down where I need to go.
Where are we heading?
We're heading to Lower Norfair. I think I need to go to the bubble room? And then go down from there. Let's see. Yeah, I think I can go from here.
Because if you're going to like the very, very bottom right.
Yeah, that's... Okay, so yeah, this is where I need to be.
Oh yeah, yeah, if you just run across. Oh, they just keep spawning until you get all of your...
Yep. I think that's it.
I mean, Spring Ball is nice for navigational purposes, too. Rather than having to wait for your bomb to go off to get to another higher ledge.
Yeah, because I think you go down here. No. Actually, you could do it this way. Oh
or you
yeah,
could
I need to
just...
be right here. Yeah, that's where I need to go.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, you're going towards a different boss. I see. I was looking at more farther down and right.
There we go. Yep, we're gonna fight Ridley.
No. Like that the fireballs are coming out of the block.
Also, I will be right back, actually.
So it's really not until Symphony of the Night that Castlevania becomes a Metroidvania, right?
Well, Symphony Knight's the very first attempt at merging the two types of games.
So that means there's what, like 4 or 5 Castlevanias before that even happens?
Yeah, like you've got Castlevania 1, 2, 3, Super Castlevania, I think Rondo of Blood, and then Symphony of the Night. So 5 of them. And then there's also the Game Boy one, so that's 6, 7.
Yeah, I wasn't here for the Metroid 2 playthrough, but I understand it really suffers from being on the Game Boy.
I guess that's one way of putting it. It's very limited in what it could do.
There's not a lot of memory, there's not a lot of screen space, so everything's all cramped.
Yeah, and I believe that the sprites they used were a bit too tall, if I remember correctly.
All right.
I'm still trying to get people to use exploration platformer in place of Metroidvania, because I think it's a little more accurate in terms of naming convention. Kind of like how we went from Doom clone to first-person shooter.
That's because when you were trying to sell your game, you couldn't put the words Doom Clone on the front cover of it because you'd be comparing yourself to competition and or a trademark. The first time I saw first-person shooter was on LucasArts Outlaws packaging, where it called itself a first-person shooter.
Hey, guess what?
Hey, it's another chorizo. Oh, yeah, yellow. And green. Also, you got some food. You're not sharing with the class.
Wow. It's Guile.
Power bomb be any effective against this nerd?
No, it's dying. No, actually, I should show off the reason why you use that. Because if you do that, it just picks it up and throws it.
It's pretty great. Yeah, I like how Ridley became the major antagonist of the series, despite never actually being the final antagonist.
Wait, did you
Also?
just hidden in the upper right the whole time?
What?
Or can you not jump that high to hide in the upper right?
I don't think you would. I don't think you can do any.
Not until you get the screw attack.
Yep. Up it. Sure. Okay.
Yeah, because you need the screw attack to get through here. Oh, okay, it's just a super missile. Never mind.
Is that just more damage?
Super missile?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more powerful.
Wow, soul orbs. That's not creepy.
Also, like, I wonder if the pirates are actually different colors, or if it's just based on the coloring of the area, changing their
No, they have different ranks.
Okay.
It is, I believe, it is the left button.
No, it's not Y, Tyrion, it's B. Or Q. It's definitely Q. I like that this rock formation is a monster's face.
Okay, nothing else there. Now, is this the room where you fight the special enemies? Yes, it is.
That was fun. They look like flying Meta Knights.
Yeah, kinda. They're an enemy in the first game.
Well, that was annoying.
Alright, here we go.
I think this is the sequence that Doc uses for his instant fight Ridley.
Probably. Whoop. There we go.
Got pretty close.
Yeah. Surprised it actually took so much, because usually I don't remember it taking that much. Alright, so that was the final boss. So let's go to the last area. Do you have to kill them again, or is it just... Yeah, it's just going to the left. They have to kill them.
It's not a very good safeguard.
Nope. Now, I always forget how exactly to get out. Because I know it's something really stupid, like there's an invisible wall somewhere. I think it's in the room with the... like that creature face.
You want to be more specific?
I think I'll head to where I think it is. I think it's in here. Yeah, it's right here. Because, yeah, there's just an invisible wall right there.
Yep, we got a raid.
Oh, huh.
Didn't go off for some reason. Might just be some server issues.
Could be, yeah. Okay, I always forget, where does this take me out? Oh yeah, I see. Okay, I see it in my thing. Oh, it's the size of the party. That's why.
Oh,
Because I appreciate the raid, but it was unfortunately. I think it's only 10 for a raid.
I think you could change it
Oh, I can. I think I did set it for 10, so it wouldn't go off.
every time, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, this is actually a good spot for me to be in.
We're still glad to have you.
Eh.
Don't be mean.
No, everybody's welcome.
Okay, I'm just gonna go in here and try and recover some of my stuff before we take the trek back.
This is the most exciting part of Metroid.
Yep. Could have sworn I had more than 20 super missiles, but whatever. Okay.
That was weird. It had already marked it off as being gotten. Even though
It doesn't do the circle and then smaller circle thing until, I believe, Fusion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it just shows that, hey, there's something there.
right into that door.
Okay, so now... If I remember correctly, I think actually there is something hidden up here that is nice to have. Is it only a downward thing? Yeah, it's only down. Oh. Well, guess we're not getting that.
This game is awesome.
Oh, okay. I know how you get that.
I don't think we need it.
Fair.
All right.
Huh, the save room doesn't recharge it?
Nope. Also,
So there's another energy tank up where those missiles are.
I was gonna say we should be good.
Alright.
Oh.
Being attacked by space spaghettios.
I do remember those things. Those are called. I do remember the name of those. Those are called rinkas.
Naturally. Think you have to use a power bomb to get them off?
Probably.
Oh, you can shoot the evil onion rings.
They go well with pasta, or with pasta sauce.
Time for this segment that always terrified the hell out of me as a kid.
What, the big gray statue?
Not quite that. Oh, hey. Oop. That. The baby, yes.
Oh, yeah, that is a little creepy, isn't it?
Thanks, baby. Appreciate it.
No explanation in game of why it just takes you down to one energy point, huh?
Well, the thing is, I think you're supposed to imply that it realizes that you're what it thinks it's its mother.
Not the mama.
Nope, that was the baby.
Try to love it. You cannot stop me.
I'm pretty sure there is not a dinosaurs game.
You would be correct. Apparently there is not one.
There is a board game.
That doesn't count. Yeah, we won.
Yay! Metroid is dead forever?
Yep, the Metroids are dead, except for that one. But oh, wait.
Wow, it looks like a Metal Slug boss.
Yeah, kind of.
Seems kind of unhappy.
Yeah, it's kind of pissed off.
A little bit irritated.
I know I get annoyed when people destroy my tank.
Okay, here we go.
It's hitting you so hard you become invisible. I don't think Adam authorized this.
He's not in the picture yet.
Do you have hit the mother brain a few times for this to happen?
You have to
Happen
you have to do enough damage to it, and then it will start doing that charge attack. And you have to have a certain amount of health to at least survive one of them. If not, she'll just do attacks until she gets you down to like less than an energy tank. And but we have didn't change yet. Now we do. We now have the hyper beam, which is incredibly powerful.
It's pretty good. Channeling all of her maternal rage. For what once was a bounty hunter has become a bounty mother. It's an interesting teabagging method.
All right, here we go. Yeah, there's something if you manage to equip both Spazer and Hyper, I don't know exactly how you do it, but that is, you get something that's usually referred to as a death beam because it can cause the game to crash.
If only they had made this base explosion proof. Don't forget to save.
Yeah, but it did. Yes, there is something. We can get out here, but there is something more important that we must do. Yep, we didn't meet you, but go!
I was gonna ask if you were gonna save these guys.
Of course I am. I'm a monster. Also, it is the canon events. And come on. There.
Yep. Yay! Figured out your own shit.
Oh yeah, some sweet.
Yeah, they
bullets
do
up
show
there.
up in Fusion. And then they save you. No, they don't get eaten. No, they're actually very important. And also, yeah, just to kind of show it off, what the difference between saving the animals and not saving the animals. I think it's if you see it. I'm trying to think. Oh no, it's actually after the explosion. Yeah, because if you take a look, I believe it's at the right. I think you'll be able to see like a little. Yep, you see you see that little spark, little bit on the right?
Yeah.
That is them exploding. Let's see, what is our time? There we go.
A new world record. Congratulations.
So, yep, that was Super Metroid.
Yay!
So yes, the lowest or the to get the best ending in the game, you need to do it in under 3 hours.
What's the best ending?
You'll see.
So apparently the composer for this is also the sound designer.
I believe so.
It does give the game a very, like, unified feel.
Yes. And yes, here's what the endings change.
Oh, Gunpei.
Yep, Gunpei Yokoi, who is the designer for the first Metroid. So yes. You get Samus in her bikini thing.
That makes the Zero suit look a lot less crappy.
Yeah. Alright, let's see.
Can't believe
Let's see,
you
what's our
won.
rate for completion? 59, wow.
Hell yeah!
Alright. Okay, so, yep. And this is softlock. Alright, so yeah, that's Super Metroid. I suppose we should give this thing a ranking, shouldn't we?
I mean, we could do that. We could not do that, but we could.
Okay. So here's what we have, because it's going to go in the, let's see, this is the will list. So, we have Metroid 2 at 4. It definitely goes above 4.
So do you think this is a game that everyone should play?
I do think so.
I put that at 1.
Yeah, I kind of think this is a 1.
It's definitely more accessible than La Milana.
Yeah. What did we give? Yeah, there's Space Wars. Okay, so charms.
Oh, everybody loves the music.
Yep, music.
Iconic music.
I don't know if I'd give it the charm though.
There's no charm.
Yeah.
I would definitely give it the art.
Yeah,
One
I'm
thing
thinking
I really
art.
like about it is like we joke about how every game imitates Giger, and here you have a game that's giving like, deliberate aliens homages. Instead of just imitating Giger's biomorph, it has its own visual vocabulary of like dinosaurs and birds and mechanical piping that makes it look uniquely Metroid, and it makes it creepy and unique at the same time. I just think that's amazing. So definitely art.
Yeah. I do actually, one other thing I do want to give the thumbs up for is theatrics. Because there's some good storytelling that they do with very minimal dialogue.
Yes, I would definitely agree.
Just that ending section alone
yeah.
with baby and mother.
Yes.
I love the opening. If you let the opening crawl happen, like when you run down that corridor, and then you meet one of the green aliens that sits up and looks at you, and it just jump cuts away. And that always like haunts me because it's like, what? Like, what's going on? The game is just so creepy.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't think of anything yay or nay though.
What do you think about level design in this
It was
one?
perfectly fine. Outside of like one or two instances, which you could kind of figure out.
It's definitely way more intuitive than like the first Metro.
Yeah.
Let me see. What are the charms we have for yay and nay?
Let's see.
Also, you might want to put like a cornerstone or foundation, because this, I think, more so than Symphony of the Night, this, I think, establishes the...
Let's see. Well, I do have this. So I could give it a medal, and I'd probably say game design for it being a pinnacle of that, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it set the foundation for not only its own franchise, but completely reshaped another franchise entirely.
Yeah.
When Castlevania adopted its design choices.
Yep.
Yeah, and what I really like about it is it's got the same quality that games like Link had, or sorry, Zelda has, where you acquire power-ups by exploring, and different power-ups unlock mobility in different areas, rather than what you see a lot of weaker games do, which is the role-playing crutch, where if you just sit there and grind and kill monsters, you'll eventually get good enough to defeat everything anyway, instead of actually having to look for it and accomplish puzzles to do it.
Yeah. So yeah.
My only criticism of the game would be if you were looking to 100% it item-wise, you're going to need to know a few tricks, and it's a little... Some of them are hidden in, like, shitty ways, I thought.
The only thing I would say about that is...
It's a minor complaint.
It's if you're going for 100%, that's kind of... that's something extra.
Yeah, like I said, it's a minor complaint, but it's really the only thing I have in terms of just what I don't particularly like. But other than that, like, it's a fantastic game.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think that does it. So yeah, let me just go ahead and sort it so it goes in its rightful spot. Yep, there we go. All right, so that is going to do it for this episode. So let's talk about the next episode, which isn't going to happen for a while because I am going to be on vacation until January 10th. And I'll explain what we do when we get back once I do my normal spiel. So if you're watching this on Twitch, you can get on my YouTube channel, youtube.ldp.life. I'll try and have these uploaded relatively soon. This episode, I need to have it in by, I'll upload it pretty much as soon as I hit done. I'm going to be uploading it. But it probably won't come out until tomorrow at noon. If you're watching this on Twitch or on YouTube, you can go to my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/followthepuzzle or twitch.ldp.life. There I record these episodes live Fridays at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Saturdays at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Sundays at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You also have my personal Twitter account, which is at LoadedPuzzle, and the show's Twitter at Hazeltown Story. There's also Discord you can hang out in, where there are also polls up if it's towards the end of the month and I'm trying to figure out what to do at the end of the month. Yeah, there's one poll up that I'll probably leave on for a couple more days to determine what we're taking a look at. One of the things for Media Delta for February. So that'll be up for a couple days. Also, there's a Patreon. If you sub at or pledge at there are $2 and $5 tiers. And if you pledge there, you also get access to special polls that also subscribers and people who've donated to Retro Rank Relief Drive and Discord Nitro boosters also get. So yes, that'll do it for this episode. On January 10th, we will return with another Media Delta recording session, this time taking a look at the Panzer Dragoon OVA and the Hunt for the Red October. So that'll be then. Normally, I would go over to Bear, but he is on vacation as well. So let me see who is...
Hey,
Hell yeah,
Torfin.
let's rank some Super Metroid. I'm here.
So let's go ahead and raid no one, because I don't see anyone screaming. Later.
Man, I can't wait to rank it.
Yeah.
That's some good timing.
Later.